Okay. My name is Shane Freeman here. If you've watched me before, you know that already. As I said in my last video, I gotta talk about the Me Too movement because of the new allegations of Morgan Freeman being accused of sexual misconduct. All right. So I'm I'm gonna speak on this for the simple fact that I found out about this the other day. Same day that I flirted with this broad at this bookstore at school. Very beautiful girl. Very, very beautiful girl. And I told her, I thought she was pretty, and then I apologized for telling her that I thought she was pretty. And she's like, well, I said, look, due to the Me Too movement, I need to apologize for every bit of flirting that I do. I said, because I don't want you to come back and get me for something that was harmless. And I could see if I, like, raped her in front of her coworkers, then that, yeah, I deserve to be destroyed. But this all happened on the day that either the day of them taking Harvey Weinstein into court or the day after. And I want to talk to y'all about that because it's very, very important that you understand that when you cross certain lines, sometimes there's just no going back. It's not the same thing as it is in life. When you kill someone, there's definitely no going back. When you rape someone, there's no going back. And Rose McGowan and whatever show she was on that day, they made things abundantly clear. They made things into perspective, if you will. They put things into a sense of, well, here's this and here's how things are going and here's how things should be. As a man, no, I'm more afraid to talk to a woman now than I've ever been in my life. And it's because I don't know what to say. I don't know if saying hi is even a good idea. And you ladies, you have to understand, a lot of good men out here, you will never meet us because a lot of us are straight up afraid. If the voice of God can be accused of sexual misconduct, and he's 88 years old, think about what a guy who's 44 years old, just basically trying to restart and connect his life together, could be accused of by just saying hi, and it's like, yeah, he's harassing me. He said hi. He comes to shop in my store every day, and I don't feel comfortable. I didn't want that shit to happen, so yeah, I apologized. And I mean, she's a very lovely lady. She would never give me the time of day, so we don't have to worry about that happening. But at that same time, we're on the cusp of more than one revolution happening at the same time, and not just in America, but in the world itself. You know, Me Too movement has not only shattered the glass ceiling, but it has shattered the world globe that protects us. The glass around the world has shattered due to what is misconduct and what is not. What is flirting and what is dangerously close to misconduct. You know, it's at the point where if I mean, I did a photo shoot for Piedmont. I'm pretty sure they're not going to use me. I'm not really going to be sad about it. I'm going to be terribly upset, but I'm not going to be sad because I was placed with two very beautiful girls. Very, very beautiful girls. And I made a video about that before. And it it frightened me that the photographer wanted me to be like embracing them. And he wanted me to be close to them. And I'm thinking to myself, dude, Me Too movement, Me Too movement, Me Too movement. I was like, okay, I want to embrace them, but I really don't want to put my hands on them because I don't want them to say I'm sexually harassing them. And not every one of us are harassers. I will not say that every man is not a pervert on some level or another, because most of the time, and most honest men will tell you, it's not a moment in the world that I probably don't think about sex. It's probably not. Probably fires off every 25 minutes or so. That doesn't mean I'm sick or anything. It just means hopefully I'm fucking normal. I mean, I am thinking about sex with women. And if you're not thinking about sex with women, that doesn't make you any less normal. It just means your lifestyle is not the same as mine. Don't judge me, because I'm not judging you. But the whole thing is that Me Too movement has brought down some powerhouse dudes. And that's a good thing. Except for, what about us average normal people who really want to talk to that beautiful girl in science class, or that beautiful girl in his ethics class, or that beautiful girl in whatever the hell the next class is that we're going to be in together, and she doesn't have a boyfriend, and you want her to be your girlfriend, but you're too scared to ask her because me too. So, that being said, when they got Harvey Weinstein and Rose McGowan did her little thing, good job, girl. And when they got Bill Cosby, and they got my boy Matt Lauer, and they got Charlie Rose, and the other guy, and I'm thinking to myself, these are dudes that I've watched growing up on TV, and I want to be on TV. That's not working out the way I hope, but this is close enough. And I'm thinking to myself, well, damn, when the fuck do we know what's appropriate and what's not? I mean, you kind of know when you kind of don't. It's getting to the point where saying hi might become inappropriate. And my mom, she's a realist. I love my mom. Sometimes she says shit that she probably shouldn't say, and most of it's directed at me. But at the same time, sometimes she hit the hammer on the head, and she's like, why did they wait so long? And I tried to break it down and tell her, well, sometimes it's just fear. It's like, would you be afraid? I said, let me tell you something. If a woman sexually harassed me, the only way that I would really tell anybody is that this woman would have to fucking be hideous. She would have to have, like, horns hanging out of her nose and snaggletooth, and her ears would have to be, like, super floppy. She'd have to have breasts that's got laser cannons and shit in it so that she could force me to have sex because I don't want to lose my penis. Pretty sure that's not really an option. But, most men, we don't really, I guess because we're not like the objects of sexual desire, I don't know any women who literally have used their power on me. I've never had a female boss go, you're going to fuck me or you're fired. Okay, well, one, I'm not married, so that shit's probably going to happen. Two, there's not too many men, unless you are married and devoted to your wife and fully committed and willing to not fuck that up, they're not going to have sex with the boss. Now, if the boss is blackmailing them and forcing them to have sex, I'm pretty sure that they might, because they may have a family to feed or whatever, and then they have to go home and tell their wife, look, man, I didn't want to sleep with her, but I don't want to get fired, and she threatened to fire me, so I had to sleep with her. Now, you got two ways your wife is going to take this. First, you're going to get slapped in the face, because she's probably not going to believe you and say, I've seen your boss. You probably wanted to sleep with her. But he may only have eyes for you, and you would know that if you took the time to communicate. But the first thing you're going to think is, what's this bitch got that I ain't got? My paycheck. No, because she pays me and I give the money to you. Because it's generally how households are ran. Men make the money, women manage the money. Y'all thought I was going to say she spends the money, didn't you? No. A lot of women actually do manage the money in the household. And sometimes the woman makes more money than the man. So we'll manage it to where all the bills are paid first, and then the rest of the money will either go into some kind of account. We're going to get groceries. We got to get, the essentials. So you pay your bills, you do your essentials, and whatever you have left over, you save up so that y'all can have lavish vacations or buy a great vehicle or whatever the hell you need. And I really don't know any stories of men being sexually harassed or forced to have sex with their boss, but, I'm not going to say it can't happen. And most of the time it's mostly the reverse of that. Mostly it's women who are sexually harassed or raped or forced to have sex with their bosses to keep their jobs. There haven't been too many stories of men doing it, and most men, well, it's the same thing as spousal abuse. A man will take a beating from his wife and refuse to call the cops. So unless somebody else calls the cops, a man will play that shit off. Oh, how'd you get that black eye? Oh, me and my buddy, we went sparring, and he zigged, and I zagged right into it. You know, he'll play that shit off. No, full well, they go to the gym. The guy at the gym, they know. And they were like, dude, why do you stay with her? I love her, man. But she's beating your ass. We rarely get stories like that. But in the events that they do, most men are scared to go to the police because we don't want to get laughed at. We don't want to go in there and be like, yeah, um, I'm James Williams Jr. and my wife's beating me. You James Williams Jr., the guy from YouTube, the guy that used to do all that kung fu shit. Hey guys, let me take the report real quick. As soon as you leave the police station, those motherfuckers are laughing at you. And that's why guys don't report when their girlfriends is whooping their ass. And then you have the macho complex of, do I hit her? Do I not hit her? Is it wrong? Is it right? What, do I defend myself or do I just take this beating? You know, when there's a guy getting beat by a chick, the hardest part is really deciding on, do I hit her back? Because if I hit her back and I hurt her, then the cops got me. And if it leaves a mark on her, but she can beat my ass till the cows come home and I never bruise, you know, that's going to be a problem. Cop comes to the door, he sees her busted open and sees you fine, you know, you going to fuck down. You know, and you be trying to explain it. Yeah, sure she beat your ass, man. Sure she beat your ass. And women are dangerous. Don't think for New York money just because a woman is small that they're not mighty. And that goes for you women too. Don't think for New York money that you can't be mighty because you're small. No. Gender has nothing to do with whose ass you can kick. Don't forget that. But for men, it's more shameful if a man gets his ass beat by a chick. No. And he don't want to go to the cops with that because he knows. Them cops gonna laugh their ass off at me if I go in there and martial artist at that. Yeah, my girlfriend beat my ass last week. I got blood and scratches all over my eye. They gonna make me take off my shirt. I'm scratched the fuck up because she did it. They go bring her in. She ain't got a scratch on her. And then I suffer from I love you to death syndrome. So I don't press charges. Doesn't stop the cops from pressing charges. But if I drop the charges, the cops don't necessarily have to. So most men, they're not gonna do that. Now, I know you guys are thinking, what the fuck does that have to do with the Me Too movement? It has everything to do with the Me Too movement because if you've been listening, I said that we as good men don't know what's safe to say anymore. Hi, you have a nice dress. What did you say about my breast? I ain't say nothing about your breast. I said you have a nice dress. You look good in that dress. That shit can be flipped on me on so many different levels. No, what the fuck am I supposed to do? No, seems like paying a compliment can be deadly. No, so what do we do? How do we fix this? We have to let the Me Too wave settle. I'm not saying come to an end. I said settle. Because if you don't know what to say or how to say or who you're saying it to, you don't know what ball of wax your ass is. So I'm going to close out with this. If you're a nice, decent young lady, and you're not afraid to tell us what is appropriate and what isn't appropriate, us good guys would like to know because we're shaking in our boots because we want to know if you have boyfriends, but we're too scared to ask because we don't want to be hemmed up like Harvey Weinstein. We don't want to be hemmed up like Bill Cosby. We don't want to be hemmed up like Matt Lauer. We don't want to be hemmed up like Charlie Rose. We don't want to be hemmed up like, for some reason, I cannot remember his name, but he worked at the same station as Charlie Rose. We don't want to end up like those guys. And you know, the thing with that is that if we don't know, we gonna fuck up by accident. I'm James Williams Jr. Thank you for giving me 15 minutes of your time. I appreciate it. Be seeing you.